You may have heard the term hot vax summer. Well, as more Americans get vaccinated, they are eager to get back on the dating scene and return to those popular apps for those looking for a little romance. But as Elwyn Lopez reports, increasingly singles are not looking for one person to meet. They're trying to make up for lost time, apparently, and find two partners at the same time.
Rev Rucifer has found love, but is still looking.
Too hot to handle for the Brooklyn street.
Scrolling through dating apps.
25, too young. See, pretty much open to anything.
In search of a second match to add to her existing one.
I'm looking for Saturday night orgies and white picket fences. Like... So right now, I am currently in a polyamorous relationship. I have an amazing partner who I love so much. We've been together just over 2 years, and it's polyamorous, and he's married and has a family and has 2 children.
After being cooped up, quarantining, many Americans are ready to get out and mingle.
As we're coming out of the pandemic and we're wanting to connect back with people and meet new people, I'm definitely more open and curious about new relationships and new friend groups and all kinds of newness and seeing like what the world has to offer. I feel like dating apps do provide a way to find like-minded people, because I can pretty quickly tell if you're going to be a kinky type of person that's going to be into what I'm into.
Throughout the pandemic, the number of users on dating apps hit an all-time high. The top 20 dating apps had a cumulative average of 17 million daily users, 2 million more than a year before, with one option in particular seeing a wild surge.
We had a threesome and I just never left.
Excuse me.
Did this conversation involve this?
The app Field says between 2020 and 2021, it has seen a 670% increase in singles listing threesomes at the top of their wish list. According to a study done by Kenzie Institute researcher Dr. LaMiller, that's also the most common sexual fantasy amongst Americans, with some 95% of men and 87% of women having fantasized about sex with multiple partners.
In our recent survey, we actually found that 52% of Americans, a majority, said they tried something new in the bedroom during the pandemic. And the people who tried new things are actually much happier than those who didn't. I think that's also part of where this interest is coming from in threesomes and being a little bit kinkier. It's just a way of interjecting that novelty to try and get the spark back in the relationship and keep it going.
Lockdown pushing some users to swipe for a very specific kind of love on apps.
We suppress sexuality so much that we never explore it properly.
Anna Karova's partner launched Field after she told him she was attracted to women. Now she's the app's CEO.
It's impossible to think that sexual desire is not normalized already. It's a part of us, it's part of our bodies, and it's what we're all born with. So normalizing it is just bringing it back to where it should be.
The app encourages that normalization, and the pandemic, she says, served as its catalyst.
There's just been a desire to be honest. I think we're just, and especially younger generations and people these days, we're just fed up with lies.
It's referred to as ethical non-monogamy. For Rev, honesty is a big selling point.
Before I started having ethically non-monogamous relationships, I was primarily in relationships that weren't the best for me. I was often finding myself being the other woman and having people cheat on their significant others with me. I wanted the freedom to really allow relationships and dynamics to be what the best dynamic is for me and that person.
But these types of relationships go way back to pre-pandemic times.
I'm David. I'm Mark.
I'm Ray.
They call themselves X9, X26X. After 3 years of a two-way love story, David and Mark branched out to add one more.
Some people wouldn't fit what we wanted. Some people would wanted to break us up. And some people just didn't have the same mindset that we had in a way, so it kind of didn't work. So it was just crazy how we met Ray.
Now, with Ray on board, they have taken off on social media in hopes that all throuples are less side-eyed.
So I feel like now with social media, we have the power to let the world know, like, you know, polyamorous, being poly is actually like, let's normalize it. It's happening in 2021. People say, are you jealous? Because he's always very and this and that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like jealousy is kind of like a disease. So for me, I had to eliminate the whole jealousy. I have an open mind.
For Rev, the jealousy is of a different type.
I want my own husband. I want my own family. I want my own children. I know that's where my jealousy comes from, is that my partner has those things and I don't.
The endless swiping, a step closer to the goal of having a family of our own to add to the mix.
We live in a society in which that heteronormative, monogamous lifestyle is the norm. It is what we are conditioned to believe is the only way. But there are other ways that are natural, that do feel good, that can be supportive, that bring more love, more understanding, more respect, and that is what I think poly is about. It's about more love, not less.
Elwyn Lopez, ABC News, Atlanta.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.